everybody. Thank you so much for joining me for Backyard Boredom Busters today. Today, as you can see, we're out in the forest. And I thought, what better thing to do in the forest than paint? So, we have a few things that we'll need to paint today. First, we need paper. So any kind of paper you can find. I chose like a thicker construction paper to use. Then we'll need paint of any kind. I'm just going to use one of my papers to put the paint on, but you can use lids from your recycling, or you could use little cups, styrofoam cups, or you could use, let me see, all sorts of things. Just any recycling you have at home. You can even cut a water bottle and use that. But remember, whatever we use, we take with us. We don't want to litter and leave it on our ground, on the nature's floor. That's not very nice to nature. Next, we're going to need elastics. I have these miniature little elastics in here, but you can find elastics almost anywhere. So, we have our paint, we have our paper and our elastics, but what are we going to paint with? Well, we'll see. What we're going to do is we're going to go around and see what we can find. So I'm going to take a little walk, and why don't you join me and let's see what kind of different things we can find to paint with. Are you ready? Let's go. So as you can see here, there are tons of different ideas. We have pine cones and little pine needles as well as longer pine needles, a feather, all sorts of things. What are we going to do with those things? We are going to create our own paintbrush. All we have to do is find twigs like this, use an elastic band to attach the different pieces and make paintbrushes. So, let's get started. So as you can see, friends, we made some paintbrushes. One out of a feather, one out of a pine cone, and he's not sitting so nicely because he's so heavy. One was already made like this. We didn't even have to do anything. And one with little pine needles. So, now it's time for us to get ready and create our picture. Don't forget, now you need your paper and your paint. Let's get ready. Are you guys ready? I sure am. Okay, friends, I'm almost ready to paint. So I've got my different paint colors here. Let's start with our first one. How about our feather? We'll just dip the feather in, make sure we got some paint on it. I'm going to wipe off the excess paint. And, what should I create? I think I should create a flower. Little more paint. This is going to be a beautiful flower. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So, by using our nature to paint, we're getting out into the wild. And the thing about the wild is, sometimes when you're having a not so good day, the smallest little bit of the wild helps you to feel better. It's the fresh air and the trees, because trees give us oxygen. Trees are amazing. I really love trees. Did you hear that? That's a crow. Okay, do you want to see my flowers so far? That's it. So far, so good. So, I'm gonna come back and you guys can see my finished project. It is not easy to paint with homemade paintbrushes, but they do create really cool designs. Do you see it? As you can see, the pine cone made very prickly designs. I used the pine cone on the bottom and in the middle with the purple. And then tried to mix the colors together up here to make a moving sun. Isn't that pretty unique? You guys can do this at home too. Remember, all you need is those simple things. And what I use for cleanup after is really simple for your hands. Just to grab a bag of wipes. And then you can just wash your hands off. It's really simple. I'll show you. Take the wipes, wash your hands off, and make sure you have a garbage nearby. I brought one with me because we don't want to litter in our environment. So, my friends, it's very simple. Just grab some time, grab pine cones, some elastics, some paper, some paint, and get outside and enjoy it. It's a beautiful day today. So why not be out there enjoying it, right? Well, until we meet again on our next Backyard Boredom Busters. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Don't forget, my favorite thing to do is take a moment and enjoy nature. So everybody close your eyes. One deep breath in. One deep breath out. Open them up. And remember, there's so much to be grateful and thankful for. So have a lovely day and a great weekend. And I look forward to seeing you all again soon. Bye, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us at Backyard Boredom Busters. Until we meet again.